Congressman Takano, despite being a freshman, has quickly become a vocal advocate for immigrant families. He's shown a strong commitment and true leadership in seeing that comprehensive immigration reform passes in the 113th Congress. I'm proud to welcome my colleague from the state of California, Mr. Takano, and yield to the gentleman from California.
I thank the gentleman from Colorado for yielding time. Even though the economy is improving and job creation levels are the highest they've been in 4 years, the top priority for all members of Congress must be putting people back to work and strengthening the economy. Despite what opponents of immigration reform say, the bill proposed in the Senate does just that, and moreover, it strengthens Social Security. One of the Republican architects of the Senate bill, Senator Marco Rubio, sent a letter to the Social Security Administration's chief actuary asking for the net effect of comprehensive immigration reform on the Social Security Trust Fund. In his reply, Chief Actuary Goss stated that they are developing 75-year estimates, but, quote, and this is Actuary Goss speaking, overall, we anticipate that the net effect of this bill, meaning comprehensive immigration reform, on the long-range Social Security actuarial balance will be positive, end quote. The Actuary's Office also states that over the next 10 years, comprehensive immigration reform will prevent 2 million illegal border crossings, create 3.2 million jobs, and increase the rate of growth on our gross domestic product by 1/3. Opponents of immigration reform don't seem to understand that many of the undocumented immigrants in this nation are already working. Yet because of their legal status, they are forced into the underground economy with no labor protections and no way to pay into the system. Put plainly, undocumented immigrants are often paid cash under the table and often drastically less than the minimum wage. Allowing these individuals to come out of the shadows and putting them on the pathway to citizenship brings them into the system where they will pay taxes and receive basic protections against abuse. For example, an undocumented worker in my district may only be making $4 or $5 an hour instead of the California minimum wage of $8 an hour. If comprehensive immigration reform is passed, he or she will be eligible for the minimum wage, which will in turn increase his buying power, raise revenues for businesses, and drive up wages for everyone else, thus increasing our annual GDP growth rate as shown here on this chart. Now, just to be clear, without comprehensive immigration reform, our annual growth rate will only be 4.5%. But with comprehensive immigration reform, our annual growth rate shoots up to 6.1%. If the priority of this body is putting Americans back to work and strengthening our economy, then it must pass comprehensive immigration reform that creates a pathway to citizenship and allows undocumented workers the ability to work under the same labor protections and pay into the same system as everyone else. Thank you, and I yield back to the gentleman of Colorado.